All right, cool. So we should be all set up on my end. Let me see here. I'm assuming. Hello? All right, we're gonna kill the music during the tournament here. Cool. All right, so looks like we have reinforcement in the southwest corner here, playing as the Bretonians actually in the red, and Sheik coming in strong with his main pick lately, the Beasts of Chaos. He's had a pretty stellar gameplay lately with the Beasts of Chaos. He's been looking pretty strong. I think he's been defaulting basically to Beasts and then Lizard Man when he's forced to off-race. A little bit of Empire. It's interesting that reinforcements are like not electing to send across the map with his well, actually never mind. You can't really Yo-Man harass against the Beast of Chaos because the Herdstone will just beat your Yo-Man's ass. The Herdstone's very strong for defensive building here at level 1. Names, are you there? I'm in the right channel, right? Interesting. Nightmare, I am in your guys' Discord if you wanted to jump in at any point. Or whatever you guys do decide to do. There we go, welcome in. I haven't heard from him. It's alright.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll do the cast because afterwards, I think. Hello, everyone. By the way, I'm Nightmare2077, creator of the mod. Very happy to be here. I I later think I will be doing a co-cast with Sheik because I have talked Sheik into casting the whole day today. It was easy. He's such a nice guy. So he's streaming. I think I'm gonna co-cast the next game with him. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for welcoming me on the wonderful Stay a While stream.
Hey, no problem. Welcome in. Yeah, whatever you guys end up wanting to do, that's fine with me. I'm just happy to watch some matches.
Yeah, cool. So an interesting thing happened because Cement has randomed Skaven the first time around, which is by consensus the weakest race, and Sheik has desynced at that point. So luckily for Cement, he could get a reroll of the random race.
Yeah.
Around Bretonia, which is much better.
Absolutely, yeah. The Bretonian start is much stronger. I think it would have been a much more fun match to watch if it would have been a Skaven match, but I'm biased, right?
Yeah, it would have probably been a bit of a stomp.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because the new patch hasn't gone into effect, right? With the new Skaven buffs.
No, it's not in effect, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing in the same balance.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that myself. So, reinforcements just creeping out his natural expansion location. Looks like the same thing on both sides of the map with Sheik dropping his natural expand and clearing out the mercenary camp.
Yeah,
You think he'll?
Gone, yeah, the wild magic spec and the reinforcement has gone all beyond spec with the granddads.
The granddads. What is that? What does the tier 3 look like if they go with that spec as Bretonian.
They have the granddads, as they are known in vernacular, the strong casters with fen beasts and AoE heals and stuff.
Okay.
I'm not sure it's such a good counter to what Sheik is about to get eventually, but you have to survive the early game first.
Right.
So right now Sheik is trying to get up an expo, and I think
Yeah, you got to cancel.
Yeah.
That's gonna put him put reinforcement pretty far ahead on the expansion here.
Yeah, I'm leaving a little bit in the past because I'm forced to watch the stream because unfortunately I have gotten desynced myself. That's why I'm going by the visual off of the visuals that are on the screen.
Oh, I
So
see.
yeah, if I'm slightly slow, this is the reason why. Hopefully next game it's not gonna get desynced.
Can
I'll
I?
try to.
I'm gonna
Ah,
try.
no, don't do it. I think it never works if you do the double streams because some of the OBS things. Yeah, your stream has paused. It's only like 15 seconds.
No, it paused because I tabbed out of it. It should be
Hmm.
fine now. You should be able to watch through Discord.
Oh, someone told me it doesn't work that way, but maybe that someone has made a mistake. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cool. Cheers.
Have trust. I got you, man. Oh,
Nice.
alright, Sheik's pushing across with the usual summoned Warhound harassment, although we got a lot of guard towers up and summoned Dispel scrolls going out.
Yeah, the guard towers hold firm versus the unarmored warhounds. They deal a lot of damage to them. The heavily armored mutated beasts are a bit more of a trouble, but they don't last as long. So Cement has the second hero, and Warhound is trying to push the night line, basically.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to trade out a little bit. Probably trying to keep things simple. They don't want either party's army to start snowballing. I know Sheik is rather eager to try and push into this natural expansion, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Bretonian buildings in their current stage are not tremendously tanky, so one tower goes down, the second one will too. Especially due to sorcerers of the magical type attacks, like they deal extra damage to heavy armored, which is the type of armor that Bretonian towers use. So 2 of them fell quite quickly. Now we see a Shaman Wall Caller doing some very valuable healing. And Cement can start hiding workers inside, basically garrisoning them, but I think he didn't do it. A couple of villages went down. And one of them is about to fall, and the tower falls. The main building still attacked.
Yeah, still dealing heavy damage here by knocking down all these towers and opening up a lot of future harassment, especially once this next wave of war beasts and summoned units comes down from his base.
Yeah.
I like this. His peasants are just logging. They're like, "Yeah, we got this. You guys, you guys mind, coming back later? We're trying to get some shit done over here."
Yeah. Life happened. We still got a log.
Yeah, this is a day as a Bretonian farmer right here. Like, just beast man, just tearing your home apart, and you're just trying to get some wood up to the town center.
Yeah, but it's interesting what Cement is doing. So he's training 2 knights, and he's building 2 Grail Sanctums. Right now he needs to dispel the mutated beast. And yeah, I don't think he'll be able to hold it.
He has one. It looks like he has a scroll in his bag. He's holding it.
Now he remembers. But the beasts are a little bit too tanky, so they can't dispel at once. Interesting choice to go for a 3rd knight summon. So instead of leveling up one of the earlier summons, goes for a new one. And at quite a large cost, I think the expansion will go down. It's doing a lot of damage to the Wild Caller.
Yeah, just getting a lot of value out of it. That's the Knight of the Realm also pretty low there. Actually, with the unit production on the way, I'm not sure he's gonna get this expansion still. He doesn't have anything that does damage to buildings. Like these shaman, they tickle the building.
That's true. That's true. Although the Bretonian town center is not too tanky, it has 0 armor. Normally buildings have 5 armor, so this means it's 30% less healthy. But the knights are melting to the Dingchen shamans. They're very strong with their magical damage. And I feel like it's a bit of a mistake from Cement not to garrison any villagers. He probably forgot about it. I don't think he never knew. He knows the mod very well, although obviously it's hard to be an expert in 16 races.
Right, right. The guard towers themselves act as a garrisoning structure. That's right.
Yeah, you can, because I was heavily influenced by Age of Empires 2 when making Bretonians. So there villages can garrison into town centers, into castles, and into towers. So I have recreated this mechanic. So he could have garrisoned a lot of villagers. They heal for free if you do it. And also they shoot stronger, they shoot more targets at once. I think it would have probably saved Command the expansion. His game plan is not tremendously damaged by this, you know, hiccup. I think he can afford to lose the expansion. It does obviously put him in a tight spot, and the expansion technically survives, which is interesting.
Yeah, and he managed to ward off the counter aggression from reinforcement, putting him in the economic lead. He's also got a lot of money in the pocket, sitting on almost 1,500 gold now. But reinforcement did have that expansion up for quite some period of time. I'd say they're probably pretty even actually on economy. They both had an expansion up for about an equivalent amount of time. I'm drinking water, Cully. Okay, calm down.
Yeah, Sheik has sent some beasts to finish off the town hall, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Sheik is playing very well. Like, he has learned this mod a lot in the past, you know, a month or two. He used to be, like, not on par with the other players because he kind of never practiced, I feel, on his own. Like, he would always turn up for fast caps and stuff, but he would never practice on his own. But now his game knowledge is, you know, improved quite a bit.
He's definitely he seems like he's very much fond of the Beasts of Chaos. I've seen him regularly picking this race. I think last week, or maybe it was the week before when he played the series, he went into Lizard Man when he was forced to off race.
Yeah, his Lizard Man is very strong too. But
Yeah.
is basically doing a risky strat where you just try to rush Grand Death as quickly as you can, and before that you just rely on summons, but I feel like Sheik is punishing it quite heavily because there's just not enough stuff to go around.
Right. This has been a recurring theme we've seen a lot, actually. Where, you know, one of the parties is just dedicated focusing down tier 3 tech, and it's good to see actually that the other party recognizes that and is instead just massing units and pushing this this tech difference.
At least the research finishes the music, but Cement doesn't have nearly enough research to hold this. Castle is holding up a little bit, but not too long.
Yeah, this pusher came in a little bit sooner and canceled the tier 3 research. That this could have potentially been a different game. I still think reinforcement's in an okay position here. Obviously, you know, he might lose. He's not even going to lose the castle. Actually, it's the villager repair just too strong. The score is not. Sorry.
Yeah, if only he remembered about the garrisoning, I think he would have held. But unfortunately, without the garrison mechanic, it's a little bit too hard for him to hold. I'm sure he knows about it. I remember with Frostbitten in the All Random Cup that they played a couple of months ago. The last game was won by Cement with him building like 2 or 3 castles offensively. He garrisoned workers in there, I'm sure. He knows about this mechanic.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he's just much more concerned with repair spam right now. He's kind of on a lower villager count, right? Well, oh, that's right. Each farm requires a repairing villager for them, so those guys kind of don't count, right? This push should send Sheik back. He's got a good-sized army of damsels of life. Sorry, I almost called them light mages, and his knights of the realm.
First Grandpa is out, which is cool. Also, because they have a bit of a rivalry with Chaos, they start with a little bit higher mana. So instead of like 125, they walk out with 175, which doesn't sound like much, but actually makes a lot of difference because they are so mana reliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, starting off at a higher mana point on a mana reliant unit is very critical because it means they can just hit the board and start getting more efficient. You get your efficiency out of them right away. Sheik is just driving this nail into the. He just refuses to let back. He's just gonna keep on pushing. I think he sees he has the army advantage, and he just wants to keep leaning on this. He also knows that he has the expansion lead, so he has the resource lead, and he's also on tier. Well, they're both on tier 3 tech. Here's Granddad. I'm assuming.
Yeah, truth is there. That guy precisely.
So, and you said he has AOE healing. What does this kit look like?
He has like a single target heal, a strong summon, and AOE heal, AOE mana restoration, and like a silence. But unfortunately, he's alone. He doesn't have any of his fellow granddads.
Right.
And yeah, 65 versus 34. Unfortunately, that's like
Yeah, even
situation for cement because the first owl bears or winged roots as they are called are out. So yeah, just nothing to counter them. Technically, you can counter them somewhat easily on paper with battle pilgrims, but you need like way more time for it. You need to get the production up. They would be a very good counter because they do melee each damage, which is super cool. The peasant pilgrims, but Cement is choked right now. Sheik is choking him very well.
yeah, this is kind of watching a very slow death with a massive economy and food lead on Sheik's side of the board here. He's just gonna keep on driving this home. I can't really see a way he drops the ball here. Not having had the expansion up for as long as he have. There's the Blood Fury as he's pushing in.
Yeah, also the summons and zero disposal, so the summons are just
The score is 0-0 right now, Lemmys. This is the first match of the series.
Hey Lamas, thanks for agreeing to swap the game order, by the way.
There it is, GG. And Sheik takes the first map with a very decisive win as Beast of Chaos. Very well played. Do you think it's a disservice to that reinforcements electing to random against Sheik when he's losing matches?
Cement enjoys his random, like he knows all races well, he knows strats for all races, so and it is a decent bounty at the start of the game because it's 150 gold and 50 lumber. It doesn't sound like that much, but it does add up since it's in the very beginning. So I think he knows what he's doing.
Really?
Unless it's Skaven, I think he's fine, honestly.
Wait, you said you get additional resources when you open the map if you go random.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't aware of that. That is really strong.
Yeah.
That might even be too strong.
I try to reward players for, knowing their spreads and stuff.
Yeah, I guess with 16 races, it's certainly very difficult. And there's a lot of randomness to it. It is kind of a bit of faith in the mod though. That he's willing to go random and say that already all the races I've got a chance of winning on all of them. There's nothing that's really a dead race, so to speak.
Yeah, Demons of Chaos are gonna be hella tough.
Yes.
Skaven are gonna be slightly tougher than hella tough, and
yeah,
I'm not sure.
Demons are in an awkward spot right now. I don't know though if that's because of the race's like position or if that's because the building, like it's maybe from the outside in, the building beasts of the Demons of Chaos seems awkward. It's very different from any other way of managing like supply and unit generation from any of the other races. I think it maybe there's still a bit maybe build unfamiliarity, or just racial unfamiliarity maybe with that race. I could definitely see it being a case.
Demons,
Yeah.
I believe, are the most macro intensive as well.
Macro intensive. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, it's kind of what I mean.
Because they build their basic units as buildings, right? So you have to constantly be going back to your base and throwing up structures and then needing to upgrade those structures like you do turrets, basically, to get access to your higher tech units. So it
Right.
just requires a lot of forethought and staying on mindfulness, staying on top of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
Yeah.
meaning about their design being kind of unintuitive to what is normally the racial production design here in
Yeah.
Warcraft 3. It's
And Blizzard,
cool.
RTS in general. Sorry for cutting off.
No, you're good.
Ah, totally, totally.
It's really cool. I do love how that race is designed, and I love how it was innovatively different from anything else we'd seen.
They are my favorite race, probably, but I struggle to play them competitively.
All
I
right.
struggle to play competitively, period, but,
Yep, reinforcement electing to random again. And get and Sheikah's gone. A lizard man. Reinforcement is gone. Was this Dogs of War? Yep, Dogs of War. Curious if he decides to go Arabian or if we get to see some forest ninjas or what kind of build we'll see out of him here. I feel like Dogs
I
of War.
actually have no idea, yeah, what he's going for.
I feel like Dogs of War has like the most build variants right now, where their specialization can very completely change what they look like.
Yeah.
Lizardman, on the other hand, I feel like this is kind of a path set in stone. I mean, you do a little bit of difference with occasionally weaving in some Sorin or Saurus here, but for the most part, I've seen everybody go Codal. It's just the go-to. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They feel a little bit overpowered. Yeah, coatls.
yeah, it's a very strong tier 3 tech, tier 3 flying unit. It's got what silences. It's got the cyclone knockup. It's
chain lightning.
yeah, the chain lightning. It's got a whole bag of tricks, and it's a very scary tier 3 unit.
Still have PTSD from when Nightmare kicked my ass with them in the free for all.
Yeah. Yeah, they are a little bit overpowered for sure, especially in FFA. But FFA has a very wacky balance.
Yeah, you
And
can't really balance around it.
No, of course not.
Jetquake Mortar from.
You were working so well together until then.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just teasing.
I'm saying that Jetquake Mortar is being built by Cement, which is super cool. So he goes the Davi Jar, I believe they are supposed to be pronounced in their native tongue. So Chaos Dwarfs sub-faction, which in hindsight doesn't feel like it belongs to the Dogs of War because everyone else is human. And
oh wow, he went. Is he going? He's going Dark Iron Dwarves. That would be so cool. Oh, we haven't seen this yet. This hero is really fucking strong, by the way. I was messing around with this in a testing map, and like once you start upgrading like his range attack and stuff, if you're good with microing with this unit, you can be hella obnoxious. He's just got so much long range and damage.
Yeah, I actually am not sure if this was intentional or not, but he's killed the passive first. So he's packing hell of a punch right now.
Oh, Sheik coming right in though.
Yeah, Sheik is elected to skip.
Time.
He's skipping creeping to just get in and start punching reinforcement in the face here.
Feeding over a lot of EXP with the serpents though. The mortar quite effective at getting them down from range.
Yeah, and 2 slaves have died, which gives King Warchief exactly 0 experience because the slaves don't give any XP.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Okay.
Taking quite a bit of damage now in return. Needs to pull him back, but
Yeah, he's not microing his hero at all here. Oh, there we go. I think he's still might go down.
Too late. It's too late.
Yikes. That
if
is.
he had pulled him back sooner, he would have no doubt survived. But
yeah, he even had like a pocket set up back here to be able to kite. But I don't know what he was doing there, but it didn't look like he was microing his hero unit.
Nor his warrior is just standing still as well.
Yeah, it's
there he goes.
Micro.
Maybe you think it's tech problem? Something happened there? Seems unlike reinforcement.
Yeah, a bit of a slip up. For what little it's worth, Sheik in normal Warcraft is quite a bit better than Reinforcement. So Sheik is like one of the very best players in Europe, and the second best player we have here after Dice. And Cement is a little bit, you know, just very good. Whereas Sheik is extremely good in normal Warcraft.
Yeah, I still feel as though he's also handing off a bit of advantage by playing random. I feel like if I was in an upset match like this, where you know, when you're playing against somebody that is more skilled than you, also playing random and taking that shot in the foot, that's a brutal position to start off from.
I never
Can give you the
realized
element
how
of surprise
squishy-
sometimes. Sorry.
Yeah, element of surprise is nice. Yeah, I never realized how squishy Dreadquake Mortar is, because it's only 475 HP on level 1. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that he got demolished so badly.
Oh yeah, he's very squishy, but if you can get him into some levels and start leveling up his range, he's very. I feel like he's a pretty safe to use unit,
Um,
because he has AoE stun, I believe, in his kit, the range
Yep.
stun, and then yeah, he's just got a very long range attack.
Meanwhile, Sheik is doing his thing with a double King Temple. So he should enjoy it while it lasts, because next patch it's gonna be Shrine of Itzel that trains Quattles, not King
King
Temples.
Temple.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's a sort of a nerf that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it'll be nice to see hopefully if that leans Lizardman into a little more build diversity. That's a good thing. Instantly Dispel Scroll.
Stepping up his game now.
Okay, so he's tucking back. I noticed they have access to Dwarven Ale as well, which is a pretty strong early game healing item on the top with salves as well.
A combat salve, to be precise, so not dispelled upon.
Attacks, yep, and taking
Yes.
damage.
Yeah, the Dwarven Ale. Yeah, exactly. When I saw that item initially, I knew that was a very strong healing item. The drawback of having 50% miss during its duration is usually not that bad if you're just conscious of it.
Exactly. Sometimes you get lucky and you don't even miss. Seen it happen.
Yeah, or you position yourself so that the 50% miss doesn't matter because you know you're not fighting at the time.
I mean, sometimes just being able to out tank the damage, you do more DPS than you receive anyway. Even with the miss.
So let's see, he's got some boots of teleportation on the Dreadquake Mortar, as well as he's got a whip, scrolls of dispel. Sheik is just trying to cancel the Dwarf Foundry here, which would be pretty rough. That last dispel.
Double heroes from Sheik. He's got a pretty strong hero kill potential with the Stormbolt and Windwalk.
Yeah, especially on such a squishy hero, because it's only 575 HP. He does have a big heal pot, but
Yeah, the
he
range.
should be repairing the building probably, because you can do it as Talks of War.
Oh,
Yeah, because they can power build.
Dark and Power build,
Despite-
right? Despite having orc build models.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
Don't
range.
take Mortar. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying the range stun from the Storm Bolt is very strong for trying to get picks of damage on the hero here, but I think he got pushed back.
Yeah, the Dreadquake Mortar is starting to hit that DPS level that you were talking about with the range and stun and everything. It's able to kind of control that fight using that last Dispel Scroll at the right time.
Yeah, the Dreadquake is definitely, it's a brittle unit at the very early game. It's very flimsy, but I did see that once you get leveled, because he scales attack range and damage as he levels up as one of his abilities. So just the higher level he gets, the way better he gets as a unit.
I wonder if we will see. No, we won't. I was wondering if he'd go for Celestial School, because they have access to like anti-air, which would help against Squattles, but he goes Lore of Life for the healing.
He's talking about on his Ignomant Magus, they can
Yeah.
pick from, what is it,
8 lores.
18? Eight different.
Eight. Not 18, thankfully.
They can pick 8 different schools of magic essentially to pick from, which gives them a different set of abilities that
Ah,
they
yeah.
unlock as they level up. They have a unique level up path as well.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that I believe is it Empire's the same way? Where you
Yes.
have like 8 different schools of magic that you can go into. The Kodos have taken the field.
Yeah, unfortunately, this will probably be a slaughter. Bottles just, you know, if you get them in high enough numbers, which and Sheik was gonna have 4, they just cyclone everything. So you need like an insane army to be able to withstand that. And towers just melt, which is a bit unfortunate because they have heavy armor. And nothing else pretty much counters the Coatls, and I think this is probably gonna be another win for Sheik.
Yeah, he's taken out the mortar or the snipers, the riflemen. I forget what they're called. Chaos Dwarf.
Devastators.
The
Devastators.
Devastators. Yes, as soon as they're coming out, he's not able to get picked off 2 basically as soon as they were produced, and only 1 now remains.
He's expanding
Yeah,
behind
this
this
is
as well.
yeah. Oh yeah. To add insult to injury, this is a crazy strong strat, and it's kind of perfected by Sheik. This is just absolute slaughter. So it's a bit of an overpowered strat, and it was executed extremely well by Sheik, so it deserved it.
Yeah,
Let's
let's not make light of the early game here. Sheik pushing in and killing the dread mortar at level 1, offsetting the reinforcements early game, was why he was able to tech up to tier 3 safely. Yeah, Codal just I feel like that's a unit that you have to have an immediate response to. If you don't have an immediate response to this, you're probably just gonna lose.
He was trying to get those Devastators, but he couldn't get enough of them on time, especially getting picked off.
Oh, well, that's another match to Sheik. It's 2-0.
Yeah. We're gonna see more of this strat throughout the tournament. I think this is probably the most overpowered strat right now, at least the one that we know of, because it's reasonably easy to control the early game with the summons, and then you just go tier 3. And yeah, just 2 or 4 Quattles when they go out. Normally the power spike is too strong.
Yeah, I would believe that we're going to see a lot of Lizard Man today. I think Beasts of Chaos are also still in a very strong position, though I don't know what they do in a situation. I guess would you go Harpies if you were trying to counter out Codals?
I don't know, maybe maybe Gores with spear throws or Ungors. Normally they get counted by piercing damage.
Okay, so
But
yeah, so some gore spear throwers would probably be
yeah,
a decent answer.
yeah. Yeah, but you know, units with piercing damage normally get counted by Cyclone and Chain Lightning, so kinda OP, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's we'll have to see what sort of innovative answers people can come up with, and hopefully we don't see any lizard on lizard total mirrors. This is going to be the Skaven of yesteryear.
Yeah. Okay, so I wonder if Lemes has finished walking his dog.
All right, so let me know. Are you updating that bracket as we go here?
Yep. I should PM it. I should send it to the